Super Bowl hangover day. Oh, man, lots of food, lots of football. It was quite the Sunday. Welcome to the Beach House Beach Bunker. What a Sunday it was. Hopefully you had a chance to watch the game. And, of course, what everybody's talking about this morning is, of course, the Super Bowl halftime show. Bad Bunny. What did you think of the Super Bowl halftime show? Good, bad, ugly? I'll tell you who thought it sucked. Donnie. Nah, he didn't like it too much. We've got reaction coming in, and of course, questions being answered. Why did they mention Canada in the halftime show? It's a bit of a surprise. And did that couple did they really get married during the halftime show? Celebrities at the game last night, and the $180 hamburger you're going to be glad that you missed. We've got the latest on the Guthrie investigation. Still no breakthrough. More police tape, more questions than answers, and we've got the latest coming up. And, we were counting down the days to the Super Bowl Sunday, especially with American commercials. We were anticipating some awesome commercials to be airing on Sunday, and they did pretty good. We did miss a couple, though, including the Dunkin' Donuts commercial, which really was a tease for what was going to be this Ben Affleck sitcom that went during the Super Bowl. And, of course, we've got that for you. It was a little bit of a head-scratcher. But Liquid IV had an ad that was pretty good. Backstreet Boys for T-Mobile. Liquid Death was out last night. And a couple more tearjerkers. If you like the Lay's potato chip ad with the mother and the father, the farmer that was retiring, we got a couple more that'll put a little tear in your eye that you may have missed because maybe you were watching the Canadian broadcast. And I'll say this again. I said it on social media last night. Please let me know. I did get the U.S. broadcast last night, so I wanted to be on top of all the commercials and wanted to make sure that I caught absolutely everything as part of the broadcast. So I did not watch the Canadian version. If there were some Canadian commercials that you thought really stood out and really deserve a look, hey, listen, make mention of them. Send me a DM. And I think there was like a local sports team or something may have bought some Super Bowl ads that I heard from Devin yesterday. He said that there is the Westman Wildcats did a Super Bowl commercial. I had no idea. And they were going to be on CTV as part of the Super Bowl broadcast. Maybe you saw it. I don't know. I've asked Devin to get my hands on it. I want to see it, and so that we can play too. Because again, The commercials are really kind of part of the experience as far as I'm concerned, and they're pretty funny. They invest a lot of money in them. And so I've always tried to just watch the U.S. broadcast, but when they've got somebody local on there, I'd like to see it. That would be cool. And, of course, the food. We'll talk about the food. All the eats that you had yesterday, whether it be chicken wings, chips and dip, ribs, saw some pizzas last night. Oh, my God, none of the cameras are working this morning. And we got some rain, apparently, over the weekend, some freezing rain, making driving a little bit tricky. And we knew this was par for the course. Now, the Manitoba 511 map this morning, the latest there, they're not really showing anything wild and wacky unless you're north of Riding Mountain National Park. We're seeing some partial cover on the Yellowhead and some visibility issues up near the Saskatchewan border. But other than that, everything looks pretty good across the board as far as driving conditions are concerned. But that could change because we're in for a warm week, Sunseekers. It is going to be unseasonably warm. Our normal daytime high for this time of year is 8 degrees, -8. And we're going to have 0 today, -6 on Tuesday. And look at all those twos. And we've got Friday the 13th coming. We've got Valentine's Day coming. So get those candies and cards ready to go and maybe some flowers ready to go. And then we've got a long weekend. So lots to look forward to this week. It's going to be a stellar weather week. Might not even have to plug the car in this week. It's going to be so nice overnight. This is unreal. Environment Canada is saying, hey, caution. Winter's not done with us yet. And that is true. I'm sure we'll get kicked in the keister probably in March. Isn't it the in like a lion, out like a lamb type of month where we can really get bamboozled? Anyway, let's enjoy the week, and let's just keep an eye on road conditions as the week goes on, too, because, again, with freezing rain and frost and stuff like that could make things a little on the slippery side. Okie dokie. Good morning, Sunseekers. I'm still dancing from Bad Bunny. I don't understand what he's saying, but I like the beat. I like the beat. I like the boot. It is cool. Lady Gaga, surprise. That's cool. Ricky Martin, surprise. Cardi B, surprise. That was cool. It was cool. The sets were amazing. I thought it was good. I am disappointed that now we have kind of ruined everything. I thought NFL football was like the last bastion of a place I could go and not have politics get in. Like, we're fighting over music. This is where we are. Isn't it crazy? This is just crazy stuff going on now. We can't have a simple conversation about music anymore, or a concert or something like that, and it doesn't get political and everybody starts fighting. It's crazy sauce. Crazy sauce. Road Reverend is here this morning on Twitch to get things rolling, along with Tammy on TikTok and Amanda on TikTok, too. Molly's over here on Twitch. Good morning, Molly. Nice to see you. Welcome. Hope you enjoyed the game yesterday. William is on TikTok this morning, and Pebbles is here on Twitch. We've got Sammy on TikTok, and we've got Polar Bear on Twitch. Cindy's here on Twitch, too. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Bentley. That's a nice name on TikTok. Bernice and Bentley. Bentley and Bernice driving her Bentley. Gary Victor, good morning on TikTok. Hello. And good morning to you. Quentin's here on Twitch this morning. Tracy's over here on Twitch as well. We've got Darren here over on TikTok again. Good morning. I hope you had a great weekend there, Darren. Mike is here too, along with Alex and Francesco. Janine is over on Facebook this morning. Have a great week, everyone. Jody's here, too. Happy Monday. Hope you had a nice weekend. Got to barbecue all weekend. Had my Nathan's hot dogs and Kuiper's buns. Even had a little slice of beef this weekend. Oh, my gosh. Yes, I sold one of my kidneys. Just one. You only need one. And I bought a steak. So I'm down one kidney. But, I'm open to selling other things for beef. We'll sell for beef. Beef. I had lots of chicken wings, too. Chicken wings. Oh, can you ever have too many? I don't think so, Jody. Jody on Facebook. Had a bit of rain here last night, Sissin. Up in your area. Up to the north in the Parkland area, a little bit of rain. That's not good. That'll make things a little bit slippery. Yikes. Angela's here on Facebook. Good morning, Angela. Good morning. Yellen is over on TikTok. Good morning. Yellen is yelling. And Tina's on TikTok too. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Richard on Facebook. And Ron is over on X. Hi, Ron. Hi, Richard. Hi, Patricia. Nice to see you on Twitch this morning. Katie4380 is here too. Trust everybody had lots of eats and treats for Super Bowl Sunday. What a lot of fun. Gorgeous day yesterday too. The sun was out. Oh, sun came out about 2 o'clock in Brandon. It's just a beautiful day. The water is running. It's spring-like, and man, we aren't even at Valentine's Day yet. This is some pretty awesome weather, I'd have to say. Nick says, good morning, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Good. Odds are when Donnie heard Bad Bunny was performing, he said he'd bring ice. I think that's true. There's some truth to that. I really, truly don't understand the fighting. You know, I don't get it. I'm so confused. Now, I did watch both shows, and both were good. I'm not a big Kid Rock fan. I apologize. I like him as a guy, and I like, you know, I think he's a fine person. Some of his songs aren't bad. When he's screaming, like that heavy rock screaming crap, I don't listen to that. No, but they had like Lee Brice perform. They had some other country stars that I'm not really too familiar with, but I know their songs. And I thought, hey, this is good too. But not as good as it's the Super Bowl halftime show. And I mean, if you're that bent, then go talk to the NFL and do it next year. Put the country stars on next year. Who cares? That's the beauty of the Super Bowl. They do play it every year. It's okay. Makes no sense to me. People were bent. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Trev says it's raining right now. I'm just turning onto the low road to see how slippery she is. Wait, that is not good. Well, and it's 0. That is not good. We're not seeing that here. Maybe you just came through a rain cloud. Should be relatively good, but again, we rely on Manitoba 511, and so far so good. But safe travels there. Safe travels. Hope everything is going to be okay there for you today. So be careful. Rain spotted this morning. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Amanda Elizabeth is here on Facebook this morning. And Dean is on TikTok. Good morning. Good morning, Amanda Elizabeth over on Facebook. It's nice to see you. Moonlight camera looks to be running. Yeah, it seems to be frozen, though, in time. When they do get it operating, remember this is like an old shot. Moon Lake is broken. They need to get somebody up at Moon Lake to get a look at that camera. They cannot get all these cameras working at one time. I think we had 1 week of all operational cameras. Anywho, we do our best and, like to show the working ones in our area, and we'll see where we go from here. Looks wet outside. Puddles. From pebbles to puddles. Pebbles to puddles. It'll be puddle jumping today. Some puddle jumping. Gotta love that weather, hey? Oh, man. You know what? It's time for a spring oil change. Get on over to Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. Pull up to those doors. They'll open them up. You'll talk to the service advisor. They'll get you in and out in a flash, show you your filter real quickly while you grab a cup of coffee. You won't even get that coffee down, and it'll be time to go. You sign the bill, and you're on your way. They'll make a donation to the Bear Clan Helping Hands and Samaritan House. 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon, Murray Certified Service Express. EPLA office, if you need some legal assistance for buying or selling a home, if you're incorporating or you're looking at redoing your will, or you've just got questions with regards to planning a will, where things go, how it all happens, how it all goes down, they're so easy to talk to. Man, the online recommendations that are coming in for them, they are so popular. No doubt. Go see them if you have any legal questions. EPLA office on 18th Street. I guess they're really easy to find too, because they're on the main drag after all. EPLA office is at 642 18th Street, Unit A, across from the RBC. And you've always got time for Tim's. Oh, you know what happens in the springtime? There's winning in the springtime. Not only is Tim Hortons proud to be the official coffee sponsor of Team Canada at this year's Italian Olympic Games, but there is also going to be some winning just around the bend. Roll on into your nearest Tim Hortons, because there may be a chance for you to roll out with some prizes in the very near future, if you know what I mean. Yes, calm down. It's coming back. Stay tuned. And in the meantime, pick up a classic donut for just $1 when you get a hot brewed coffee. The classic donut for just a loony. Apple fritter, Boston cream, honey cruller. You can taste it, can't you? Old-fashioned plain chocolate dip, vanilla dip, and available at your favorite Tim Hortons store. 10 of them across southwestern Manitoba. Brandon, Virden, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. Oh, my God. Trev says it's absolutely pouring. It is pouring. Breaking news, February rain showers. This is crazy. Now, as long as the temperature stays above freezing, that's fine. But these morning rain showers are not good if the temperature decides it's going to slide down to -5. So even though it's raining, for the weather, the temperature is looking okay for now. But we'll keep an eye on that, and it's super important. We've all got the temperatures on our phone, and everyone's temperature is going to be different because it's going to personalize it for you based on your geolocation. So check your temperature. If she's below 0, take her slow. There is rain being reported in the area. Why are we not seeing this on the radar, though? Like that's weird. Very weird weather. Weird February. And those groundhogs are drunk. They're drunk. They had no idea what they're talking about. Early spring, 6 more weeks of winter. They all got it wrong. It's a mix of both, mainly early spring. Anyway, again, check that temperature on your phone before you leave the house this morning to make sure that it's not below freezing, because we do have rain in the area, okay, guys? We'll keep an eye on that as the morning goes on. Yesterday's good thing, okay, Tosh has got me on this kick to keep taking pictures of my food. My wife is laughing at me. She's poking fun at me, and then I got busted. I was making my hot wings yesterday, and someone I did not approve this picture. This is not and this is a joke. Obviously, if this was real, it would be terribly unsanitary to be drinking right from the jug of red hot sauce. This was not an approved picture for the show. I don't know how this got on here. This is unacceptable. There's a breach of privacy in my own home, preparing my wings. There they are. Oh, yeah. Got my chippies and dippies in my wings, and I'm missing my puppy, though. I didn't have my puppy yesterday. Oh, I got into the kubasa. Oh, yeah, very good stuff. There we go. Watching the game. It was a terrible game. Oh, my God. Not very exciting at all. Blowout. It was a blowout. Oh, there's my sauced wings there. See, I do them salt and pepper style and put them in my football bowl, and then I've got the dip right there with each wing gets specially brushed after it's cooked to crispy perfection, and then has the Frank's Red Hot and butter mixed together, just like they do in the restaurant. Yes. Did you have wings too? What did you have going on for food yesterday? And you can throw that into your GT. Easiest GT ever. Nick says we celebrated a few birthdays with the family. They were over at T-Birds and probably did a little bit of bowling. Hey, Nick? Yeah, good job. Followed by a 12th night rehearsal in the evening. Cindy says, if you drank that, I think you'd be spending some time in the bathroom. Actually, I just about incriminated myself. I heard from a friend it tastes really good. See, that's not the real Frank's Red Hot. That's the Buffalo one. And the Buffalo one is thicker, and it's a little tangier. And Nick says that's what halftime is for. and then this shows up in my newsfeed. Pepto-Bismol. Be prepared. Pepto-Bismol. Facebook knows what's going on, right? They know what's going on. Listen, Porky. Quit drinking the hot sauce. You're going to end up in the toilet. Allie grabbed pizza yesterday for the Super Bowl. Enjoyed pizza. Chris had popcorn, honey barbecue wings with honey dill sauce, and spaghetti. Yeah. Holly had wild turkey surprise. I think isn't that a liquor? Isn't a wild turkey like liquor? Zumba Bernice is placing a coffee order, and this is interesting. She is currently in Southeast Asia, catching our show where it's evening time, and it's time for some instant coffee. Luwak coffee, 3-in-1 instant coffee. 3 of what, though? This looks like a great Groundhog Day coffee, and that looks like an animal that would kind of freak me out. You'd hate to wake up first thing in the morning and find one of those in your bed. Hello, good morning. Vietnamese specialty coffee. If our coffee doesn't get you out of bed, a rodent between the sheets will. Interesting. Did you buy it? Did you taste it? Oh, she says the rodent eats the coffee beans, and then they poop the coffee beans out, and then they clean the coffee beans, and then they're made into coffee, but they have passed through the digestive system of these rodents. Actual fact, not a lie. Apparently, when this animal digests the coffee bean, it changes the chemical makeup of the coffee bean to a certain degree without fully destroying it, actually making it more potent, more delicious, more delectable. It is one of those things that people pay a lot of money for. Is it expensive? Poop coffee. Luwak in Vietnamese, translated to English, means poop. It's fantastic. Now, the marketing just writes itself. Start your morning with a big good poop. Good poop. Sorry, what was that? Start your morning with a big poop. It's a hot poop. Luwak, Vietnamese for poop coffee. Okay. Interesting stuff. This has been Weird Things from Other Countries, presented by Zumba Bernice. Weird Things from Other Countries. That's awesome. Cindy spent the weekend in the Ukraine. Well, not quite. Second place, Dauphin, Manitoba. Look at that. That is some Ukrainian hockey players right there. Oh, man. It must have been Ukrainian night. Look at that. Dunchik, and the team on the left is like, look at the look on their face. Like, what the hell is going on here? Why does this place smell like melted butter and onions? And garlic. Well, it's Ukrainian night at the Dauphin Kings hockey game. Those are some neat uniforms. See, hockey's got all these special nights. They've got Ukrainian nights. They've got different colored jerseys nights. They've got different... I'm not using this particular game as an example, but hockey is no stranger to some controversy in that regard, that, they'll take on a special night and some people won't particularly care for that. So, and then you've got heated rivalry and all that other stuff. So hockey is used to the controversy of politics. Politics has invaded hockey. I thought football was immune until last night, till the halftime show. And the wheels came off and politics started invading football. I thought I was okay. I thought I was sheltered from the politics. Apparently not. Tosh's weekend fun, out doing some walking, checked out the Y, checked out the ice skating at the Oval. No, this is just a city sidewalk. Could be ice skating, though. Ooh, yeah, melt, freeze, melt, freeze. Ooh, those streets are slick. And again, we are getting some rain in the area. Please check the temperature on your phone. If she's well below zero, give yourself extra time to get to where you're going today because it can be slippery. Oh, there's some waffle action from the weekend. Waffles. Oh, that wasn't, that was the Ranger Ukrainian hockey night. Lots of fun and shenanigans. Do they still do the kubasa toss where they actually wrap up garden hoses? It's really cool, garden hose pieces, and then they put it in butcher paper, and it looks like homemade garlic sausage, and then they toss them in a washing machine. Do they still do that, or is that in Dauphin? Ryan Roliak. Lots of work. Hats off to all involved. Hats off to all involved at the Multicultural Festival, too. Westman's Multicultural Festival. Huge crowds, lots of good food. Everybody had a good time. Well-run event. There were new pavilions this year, so hats off to those folks that did that as well. And apparently they were at the Ukrainian event. They were selling garlic dip mixes and powder. The dip mixes are amazing. Zumba Bernice also wants to know if there was a kubasa toss. Yes, you have to have a kubasa toss. Toss your sausage. Get your sausage out. Toss it onto the ice surface. It's really just a garden hose. It's kind of cool. So, yeah, no other Super Bowl food-related stuff. Siango says, chicken wings. I had nachos and pizza. Rena had tacos, chicken wings. Chicken wings were popular. Although Angela says, I had a deep dish Chicago-style pizza and antojitos? What the hell are those? Antojitos? I want to see what that is. Antojitos. Oh. Those things. You had those. That's what they're called. I don't even know what they're called. I just eat them. I like those ones. Antojitos. Fun to say. Kind of like singing along with Bad Bunny last night. Well, I couldn't do that because I didn't know the words. I did not know the words. We are going to get into it. The reaction from around the world. People celebrating. People screaming at their television. Kid Rock had his own side show, and yes, he did shoot his flat screen television. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Minnie had wings. Patricia had baked ham and cheese gnocchi with pretzel bites for the Super Bowl. Super Bowl fun. Lots of good food yesterday. Baba's Bagels and real garlic sausage thrown in the crowd. Oh, they threw some real garlic sausage. And there was some vodka. Ooh. Nice. Real vodka, not the water like last water and garden hoses. No, the real deal. The real deal. Well, that's awesome. And thanks for sharing, guys. Super Bowl Sunday, gorgeous weekend. Multicultural weekend, great weather weekend. It was all good all around, except for those who were not a fan of Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny was extra bad. We'll give you a Guthrie investigation update. Looks like Canada might have another medal at the Olympics, another bronze. There's a good way to start the day. Another bronze. This just in, another bronze medal for Canada. We got two. Bring in the hardware. Bring in the hardware at the Winter Games right now. Okay, thanks for your good things. Coming up after the beach break, we will resume our regularly scheduled mayhem. Again, something good is going to happen to you today. Get ready to bring it to the show tomorrow so we can start with positivity. And as always, yesterday's good thing. Yay, Canada, says Tracy. Mentioned in the Bad Bunny halftime show. Why? What was the context of that? And was that marriage real? And was that little boy from Minneapolis that he gave his Grammy to, was he the little boy that was arrested by ICE? All your questions will be answered, but first, I hope this is not salt in the wound for those who did not like the halftime show, but I just don't care because I think it's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful spot. I think it's a It's a beautiful island, and I'm sorry, somebody needs to give Donnie just a quick little geography lesson because, Puerto Rico is part of America, man. I don't know what you're thinking, dude. It's part of your own country. What are you doing?
Good morning, Sunseeker.
So let's check it out. The home of Bad Bunny. This is the Royal Sonesta Resort in Puerto Rico. Live shot this morning. As we do our first beach break of the day, happy Monday, Sunseekers.
Good morning, Sunseekers. It's Monday. Let's make this week great. 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 Let's go together. Seekers! It's Monday, let's make this week great. 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 Let's go together! Good morning, sun. Good morning, sun. Good morning, sun. It's Monday. It's Monday. Good morning, sun. Good morning, sun. Good morning, sun. It's Monday. It's Monday. Seekers. It's Monday. Let's make this week great. 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 Let's go together.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Sunseekers. You can understand that one. That's the thing. See, I like that music. That's our beach break music, and that essentially was the halftime show last night at the Super Bowl. So I come at this from a different place. I like that kind of music. I do prefer when I can understand the lyrics. I think that would be my only complaint. Now, if that was all in English, I would think to myself, what the hell was wrong with that? What is with all the criticism? And I'm sure someone will explain it to me in a respectful way, please. Name calling, cursing. Go back to bed if you're going to do that. But we're going to talk halftime show in just a second. Before the break, we told you Canada has claimed bronze again. Yes, a bronze medal to Megan Oldham of Newmarket, Ontario. Megan just won bronze in free ski slope style. Yeah, it's easy for you to say. Free ski slope style. I could do that. That's where you just like go down the. That's how I do it all the time. Skiing freestyle. You just give her and just try not to fall down. We have rain in our area. Please check your temperature on your phone to make sure that you are not well below freezing, because that is going to make for some slick roads today. You can see here, Environment Canada is saying for Brandon, we're at 0 right now. Obviously, that temperature is going to be fluctuating across southwestern Manitoba. If you're -3, -5, please give yourself extra time to get to where you're going today. And if it's like +1, +2, you'll be good. It'll just be some puddles. But this is we knew this was going to happen. It's going to get a little bit tricky as far as the roads go. Now, Manitoba 511 is not reporting anything drastic this morning. They're saying normal seasonal driving. So I'm thinking for the most part, it's going to be wet roads. But again, please check your temperature before you go. No, Nick, not your Not your thermometer temperature, the temperature on your phone. Nick would like to receive an Olympic medal for making it from the bed to the living room. Representing Canada in bedroom to living room, Nick Adams of Brandon, Manitoba. Now, last Olympics, Nick struggled a little bit getting from the bed to the living room. He stumbled a little bit at the kitchen there. The kitchen, let's see if the Super Bowl leftovers trip him up again and he actually gets diverted in the kitchen. Oh, no, Nick is, here he goes. All right, let's go. Let's see. Okay, he's off to a great start. Nick is off to a great start. One foot in front of the other. It looks like he might make a beeline to the bathroom. Oh, no, he didn't. He avoided the bathroom because he was up in the middle of the night. He has an empty bladder and he's going for the living room. I think he's going to do it. He's got to pass the kitchen. He's going past the kitchen. Now he's stopping. He smells the chicken wings from the Super Bowl party from yesterday. He is thinking to himself, he might get distracted. This happened at the last Olympic Games. Nick is going for gold. This all rests on his decision with the chicken. No, he's pulled off the course. He's gone to the fridge. The door is open. We can see the light. Oh my God. No, Nick Adams has fallen off the course. He is face down in the chicken wings from yesterday. They're not even warm. They're cold. We lost our possibility of a gold medal once again from the bed to the living room. And the gold goes to Jethro from America, Alabama. He kept it on the, oh, man. I'm an armchair Olympian. Halftime show. Bed Bunny. Bed Bunny? No, Bad Bunny. I was talking beds. Bed's bad. Bad bed. Bad Bunny. Did you watch it? What'd you think of it? It was high energy. I think Zumba Bernice, this was her halftime show. Are you kidding me? Just the best beach music. And the sets were incredible. Those bushes that you see that were on the field, those were people. To get all that stuff on and off the field in the amount of time allotted so that they could get back to playing the football game, those bushes were people. You had to stand there for the duration of the show without moving a muscle. Kudos to the unsung heroes, the bushes, in last night's Super Bowl halftime show.
Serving up Spanish hits and joined by special guests Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin. Bad Bunny put on a halftime show that's got people talking.
I knew he was really going to put the Latino culture at the forefront, and he really did that.
He shouted out Latin American countries. Also, Canada and the U.S.
There's Canada.
Holding up a football that said, "Together we are America." But no overt digs at the Trump administration. With the current immigration crackdown, Bad Bunny called out immigration and customs enforcement at last week's Grammys.
Eyes out.
Since the NFL picked Bad Bunny for the big show, there's been ongoing criticism from conservatives. The U.S. president called it a terrible choice.
There's Kid
Some
Rock.
on the political right putting on an alternative halftime show.
It really is sort of dramatizing these larger sort of political divides in the country.
In recent years, some Super Bowl performances have reflected the current cultural and political climate. In 2016, Beyoncé performed Formation with the salute and the look of 60s revolutionaries, the Black Panthers. In 2020, J-Lo showed Kids in Cages, taking aim at Trump's immigration policies. And last year, Kendrick Lamar put a spotlight on the Black experience in America.
It really does speak to the way in which celebrities, pop culture figures more broadly, are looked to for, political leadership.
No, they're not. No, they're not. That's stupid. Celebrities have, you know what? I just want to enjoy the music. Can we just stop that? Okay, Beyonce had the Black Panther dance there. I didn't even get that. I'm looking at Beyonce, and I'm not going to tell you what is going through my mind as I am looking at that beautiful, stunning, long-legged, gorgeous creature of a woman. I'm not going to tell you what is going. The last thing going through my mind as I'm watching Beyonce is, oh, that's a pretty big political statement. What's going through my mind would get me beat up by Jay-Z. That's what's going through my... We need to stop this politics crap. Please, for the love of God. It was a song. It was about, all the different cultures of the world who actually watch the Super Bowl around the world. If we're going to all agree to complain about something, could he have put a couple lines in English? Although I did understand when he screamed Canada. I thought that was kind of cool.
In a way.
Many look to Bad Bunny to use his platform, says this music critic.
Who he is as a person and the ethos that he has around celebrity and supporting his community make everything that he does political.
Everything that he's done leading to this moment on one of the world's biggest stages.
I love the set. I love that it was moving all the time. I thought it was awesome. And then they had the little guy, he gives him his Grammy. I don't know if they'll show that here, but he gives him his little Grammy award. And that child, by the way, was not the child that was taken in ICE. It was just a little boy watching TV with his dad. And he wanted to, have a child believe in his dreams. What a bunch of crap. The mayhem that came about from this. Unreal. And I thought it was neat. They had surprises in there. No one knew Ricky Martin was going to be there. Donald Trump did not like it, obviously, and he took to Twitter to make his opinions known. We'll get to some of your thoughts here coming up in just a second. Here's a little bit more from last night. See the flags of the world? That is a hit. All those...
Benito, how was it out there? How was it?
That was great. Bad Bunny's Apple Music halftime show ripped apart by Donald Trump on Truth Social as, quote, one of the worst ever.
One of the worst ever. Oh, my goodness. I liked it.
The Grammy winner's Spanish-language performance, which Trump labels a slap in the face to our country, was a celebration of America, with shout-outs to countries and territories across North and South America, including his home, Puerto Rico, part of the U.S.
And his shoulder pads. Does he have to wear them all the time? I mean, I love how he spiked the football.
Timing, it's perfect, and estoy muy agradecido. I'm very happy. I'm grateful. Biggest pleasure is just create, have fun doing it, and connect with the people.
Okay.
Thanks to Benito's Spanish writing, nobody understands a word this guy is saying, calling it an affront to the greatness of America, and seemingly confirming he did not tune into Turning Point USA's counter-programming, the Kid Rock headlined All-American halftime show.
Oh, it was so well done. Okay, I don't understand any of this. But I mean, the set is just amazing. Look at all that grass. Those are people. Okay, so no, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't. Sorry about that. Now, somebody had a good idea. They watched it with the subtitles on. I wonder if they would translate it for you as you're watching it. I think that would be a cool thing. Then you could figure out what the hell he was saying. Nick says, what was going through your mind would get you beat up by Tracy, never mind Jay-Z. But that's a good point, Nick. But my point being is that, when I'm watching any of these halftime shows, unless they hit you in the head, like I think we all remember Sinead O'Connor, those over the age of 40, when she was on Saturday Night Live and she took that picture of the Pope and she ripped it up. It's like, I need you to be politically punching me in the face because I'm here to enjoy the show. I don't want to be thinking politics because it just pisses people off. Everyone starts taking sides. Everybody gets angry. Oh. Bernice says he was wearing a bulletproof vest under his clothes. Oh. See, there's lots of crap floating around. It's like that little kid, the ice kid. That wasn't an ice kid. I'm going to find this out. Was Bad Bunny wearing a if he was, that's... Oh, my God. That would be so sad. Looking for verifiable proof that actually happened. We live in this world of bullshit. So, no, there is no reputable information anywhere on the internet reputable, that is confirmed information that he wore a bulletproof vest. Now, his fashion sense is a little whack for me. He likes to wear the shoulder pads. He likes to wear weird stuff. He's an artist. They all do. I'm there for the music. And I just really love that tropical feel to it. And then he was getting drinks, and then he's going to stores, and then he was dancing. Cindy says the game itself was not very exciting. Actually, the game stunk. It was probably one of the worst Super Bowl games ever. Maybe that's what Trump meant, is that it was one of the worst games, because it really was. It was a bad game. Nick says nobody understands what Trump is saying either. It's very easy. Let me translate. It's the greatest. It's usually it's either the greatest or it's awful. It stunk. Worst ever. There's no in between. I don't think he's ever said meh before. M-E-H or mid or it was okay. BM says it was great to watch, but do wish I understood the lyrics as well. Maybe not to have it all in Spanish. That's why I was glad when Lady Gaga started singing. I'm like, oh, Lady Gaga. Not a huge fan, but I'm like, oh, some English. Yes, and it fits. And she was dressed so beautifully. She had that flower in her hair. He did 5 songs, and allow me to butcher them. Ladies and gentlemen, Bad Bunny's 5 songs from last night. Titi Me Praguto. A song which is a funny flex about fame, dating, and not settling down. Basically, the theme of this song translated, I'm successful, enjoying life, I'm not going to commit, I'm going to have fun, which means he's going to be a male slut. He's sleeping around, he's hooking up, and he doesn't care in song 1. Song 2 is called Safriera. Pure party chaos and reggaeton, representing freedom, wild fun, and Latin club culture. Song 3 was Gasolina, celebration of Latin music and history, a reminder that reggaeton went from underground to global domination. Song 4, which featured Lady Gaga, was called Belle Indinavable. I guess, again, I'm butchering these. Translated to English, passion, connection, and unforgettable love, showing emotional side behind fame and spectacle. And he ended with song 5, Dibri Tir Ma Fotos. Good Lord. Regret and nostalgia about the past, meaning success is great, but you can lose precious moments along the way. And then the ending, the overall message, was a story about the song about unity and America as one, even other countries being brought into America. And then he said, God bless America. Then he went into other countries, and that was Canada was mentioned in there. So we got a Super Bowl blessing last night from Bad Bunny, because that's why Canada was mentioned. So, bit of an explanation there. Tracy says, I think they look like football pads. That's what I was thinking. Maybe but I've seen him before, and I think he likes, the 80s were big for shoulder pads, remember? They were all over the place. So, I don't know. It's up to him. I don't care. He's a singer. I don't care. If they didn't dress weird, you know who didn't dress weird? Was the guy who sang the national anthem, Charlie Puth. I'd never seen him before. There is like the most plain guy. I had no clue. Played him on the radio for years. Never saw him before. And I probably never saw him because he's about as boring as celery. I think he's got to be part Canadian. I don't know. I'm like, who is this guy? My daughter goes, Dad, I mean, that's Charlie Puth. Look at this guy. This is like Charlie from the mall. He's just like, holy. But then he doesn't stick out in your mind. He doesn't, hey, Wayne, how's it going? He doesn't stick out in your mind as somebody, wearing the meat dress or acting wild and crazy. Charlie's just Charlie Puth, but he did a great job. Nick says maybe that's why Trump didn't like it, because Canada was mentioned. Nah, he didn't like it because he thinks that Bad Bunny is maybe from another country. He doesn't realize Puerto Rico's yours, dude. It's yours already. And I think he's just confused because he wanted an island. He was going for Greenland, and someone has to tell him he's got one. And honestly, given the choice between visiting Puerto Rico or Florida, if you were going to give me a weekend somewhere, I'd probably take Puerto Rico. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. I just wish I could understand it. Darren says, absolutely horrible. Murray says, worst halftime show I've seen. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? Justin says, horrible. Trent says, this was awful. Absolute garbage. However, Ryan says, I'm not a fan of the bunny fella. Not much singing from him, but I like the show. I think Ryan is in line with me a little bit. I like the beat. I like the feel. I like the... Yeah, I didn't understand it. Ashley says, this is the worst halftime show I've ever seen in my life. What the hell was that? Then you got Sean saying, didn't understand it, but I thought it was great. Sounded like holiday music. Yeah, it sounded like we all got to go on vacation. Pebble says, Tyler, hear about the accident at the Olympics? Yes, I think everybody has heard about that now. Lindsay, an American, had wiped out on the slopes and needed to be taken off by helicopter. But everybody just goes, oh, let's get back to the fight. Let's get back to fighting about music and stuff that makes no sense at all. Was she a Democrat or a Republican? I don't know. Anyway. We've got more Super Bowl stuff coming up, including the $180 burger celebrity spotted at the game yesterday, and some of the commercials that we missed on the lead up to the big weekend, and some were really good. Couple of ones that'll put a tear in your eye. Lindsey Vonn, that's it. Lindsey Vonn had to have surgery. She also was taken off by a stretcher, I think 2 weeks ago. Off the slopes. So it's when you're flying in the Olympic Games at 200 miles an hour down a slope or down the ice. Remember, there was a tobogganer. I'm sorry, it's not tobogganing, but I can't think of the name. But there was an athlete that died in the last games. Do you remember that? He wiped out on his sled. It was like the ice toboggan. You know how they take a water slide and then they freeze it and it's all ice? And then he was going down and he wiped out and he died. On the ice toboggan. Bobsled, I think maybe? Or is it the luge? Or the skeleton luge? I don't know. Some weird stuff. You're watching lots of Olympics, are you? Well, football's now behind us, and now we have baseball to look forward to. Spring training starts this weekend. Yes, pitchers and catchers report. Spring training. Hey, this Wednesday is the second Wednesday of the month, and that means it's Win Back Wednesday at Headley's Health Hut. That means you could win back your purchase. Up to $500 could come back to you if you buy something at Headley's Health Hut on Wednesday. And Headley's Health Hut is chocked full of amazing products to make your life better. All kinds of vitamins and supplements and protein-related products. You can save 15% on select Living Alchemy products this month at Headley's Health Hut. And not only that, February is Heart Health Month, and they have got some amazing products to make sure that your heart stays healthy and those walks stay stress-free, like garlic and reishi. They've got ubiquinol, cholesterol control. They've got red yeast rice, all kinds of great supplements for you. And, of course, they've got keto, not keto. They do have keto products, but they have got, what's the word? Oh, Mondays are great. They've got that bread that doesn't have gluten in it. What is it? Gluten-free baking is what I'm trying to say. They are, once again, they are celebrating the newly inked collaboration with Wheat City Wheatless Goods. I was telling somebody that on the weekend, that if you're in the south end of town, get to Headley's Health Hut and get all your wheatless baking at Headley's Health Hut, because they have got the gluten-free stuff from Wheat City Wheatless Goods, okay? Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon, Westman's #1 EV dealership. They have, of course, 90 days to pay on a new vehicle purchase as they celebrate 100 years in business. And the EV incentives are back later this month. $5,000 on an EV and $2,500 on a hybrid vehicle, and that's just the beginning. All your questions can be answered at Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, Westman's #1 EV dealership at 1500 Richmond Avenue. And at Sunrise Credit Union, Sunrise Credit Union is a great place to get a consolidation loan. If those Christmas bills are starting to pile up on you a little bit, if money is getting a little bit tight and you're seeing that, man, it's one's credit card, one is the car bill, one is this line of credit and this loan and that loan. They'll put it all into one easy to tackle payment. That's what consolidation is all about. Consolidate the pieces of your financial puzzle with Sunrise Credit Union, sunrisecu.mb.ca. Cindy says that she's got a time-lapse video of the field being prepared for the Super Bowl halftime show. Oh, there's the bushes. Thanks, Cindy. Look, there's the bushes. Moving bushes out onto the... That is tremendous. I bet you they had to practice that. All week long last week, they were probably practicing. On your mark, get set, go. And in the span of just a couple of commercials, they can get that out onto the field. That's pretty amazing. Now, Super Bowl commercials. Couple we missed. We'll get to that first. Some of the celebrities seen at the game yesterday and the $180 hamburger that we're kind of glad that we missed at the Super Bowl. Okay, let's take a look at spotted celebrities at the game yesterday. This is Steve Irwin's kid is at the game yesterday.
And all I can say is, whoa, are they all like this? This is crazy. Let's go.
His first NFL game, Justin Bieber showing up at his suite for the game.
With his crew. Bieber's got a great seat.
Leonardo DiCaprio at the game. They can afford the $6,000 seats, although that was just regular. I bet your suite was a lot more. Kendall Jenner. Into suite, Lewis Hamilton, Kim Kardashian. They're not even watching the game. They're just blabbing away.
Points of the game.
Lando Norris, F1 racer. Oh, there's Jay-Z. There's Jay-Z and Beyonce. Look at making content. Making content. Look, and who's that guy? He's a golfer. It's Happy Gilmore's in the Super Bowl.
Patriots.
Happy Gilmore's there. Roger Federer.
Hello, it's Roger Federer. I'm here at NFL Super Bowl in San Francisco.
Celebrity Parade.
Hey, shout out to NFL. We here. It's a movie. Go Pats. You know how we rocking, baby.
Mr. Beast had a nice seat. Logan Paul.
Your NFC champion, Seattle Seahawks!
That's a good way for them to come in.
The heart of Silicon Valley in Santa Clara.
Sofia Vergara. Oh, at the moment that she's taking off her coat. How lovely.
Taking in some of the sights.
Of course, John Bon Jovi. He introduced New England.
Ladies and gentlemen, your six-time Super Bowl champion, current AFC champion, your New England Patriots.
Living on a prayer. And they needed a prayer because they got toasted. They got roasted. They got blown out of the building. Thank you, John. And before we go, the $180 burger. Glad that we did not get this. It looks not good. $180 US for this burger. It's the veal shank burger. And it's $180 US, which would put it at about $210 Canadian. It looks a little messy, Nick. What do you think? There's a little bit of bacon on there. $180 veal shank burger. Oh, here is the actual menu board. Goal line grub at the Super Bowl. The LX burger is $180. Cheesesteak $18. Premium canned beer $19. American canned lager, $17.50. Pepsi products are $8.50. And if you wanted a bottle of water, $8. $12 Canadian for a bottle of water. Holy God. Wow. Yeah, not exactly a budget place to be enjoying sports. Holy man. Anyway, we have got some of the spots that we missed, some of the spots we've missed. Also, the latest on the Guthrie investigation as they continue to look for Savannah's mom. We've got the latest on that coming up next hour, as well as Canada at the Olympics. Not only do we have 2 bronze now, Canada's outfits. People are scratching their heads going, what the hell is that? Did you see them at the opening ceremonies? Did you see what they looked like? Let's take our rage from Bad Bunny and put it squarely where it's deserved. Whoever designed the monstrosity of clothing for Team Canada. What is with that? We'll discuss in hour 2. Lurk in at TylerGlenShow.com. Check out the podcast at TylerGlenShow.com or wherever you get your podcasts. We're moving over to Twitch. Thank you, TikTok and YouTube. Thank you, X. Goodbye.